YouTube, what's good with y'all? It's your boy GoMill back with another video. Now, I was supposed to make this video weeks ago, but as a college kid who's currently going through finals right now, everything stops and that is the #1 priority. But yeah, obviously before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. As I'm finishing up the school year, I will have more time to make videos, more time to stream, more time to be active on all social medias where I'm supposed to be hitting all points, where I'm always treating YouTube like it's the last thing in the garbage. But yeah, this whole summer, we're going to be hitting all points. No social media will be left behind. We're coming in way harder than we did last year, okay? But yeah, let's get into the video. This trend in music needs to stop. It needs to stop right now. Now, if you've been a fan of hip hop for the last 2 or 3 years, you may have noticed this trend. Maybe you have not noticed and don't really care that much. But as an avid music enjoyer, this certain trend, it gets really painful over time and time. And this trend is 20-track albums. Now, you probably could have guessed what album pushed me to make this video. And yes, it is that album, If Looks Could Kill by Destroy Lonely. Now, mind you, No Stylist was 19 songs. That was already pushing it a little bit. But Lone doubles down and comes back with an even longer album with nearly an hour and 30 minutes of music to go through. Now, I've asked this question 1,000 times. I still need somebody to answer me. What is an artist? I use a different artist every time, but somebody please tell me, what does Destroy Lonely have to tell me for 26 songs and 1 hour and 30 minutes of runtime? Please tell. Now, if you follow me on Instagram currently, which is the same as all platforms, GoMill 2 times, you see me rate If Looks Could Kill. I gave it a 6.5. And the reason I gave it a 6.5 is because of the obvious filler in between this album. Many Lone fans would like to cope and say that, oh no, this album's perfect. How could you rate this album so low? There's points on this album where I feel bored. I feel like Lone is putting no effort into this album pretty much. It's just the same old. I wouldn't say the same old, but it's super repetitive. The highs are there, obviously, with songs with How You Feel, Moment of Silence, Safety, Fly Shit. Like there's some good songs on there that are pretty good highs. But when you feel that with other songs that could be taken out from this project and could be honestly considered as throwaways, it really kind of tires you out through the listen. Some of you people may know the Needle Drop, aka Anthony Fantano. He recently reviewed If Looks Could Kill. And pretty much, me, I expected nothing different as a guy who watches Fantano a lot and appreciates his work and respects what he does. I don't know what Lone fans thought was going to change when he was given an album that was pretty much more boring than No Stylist. Now, one is crazy. I'm sure any fan of underground music would look at this rating insanely, but I kind of broke it down as to why Fantano really thinks like this. Some people may say, oh, he's just too old. He doesn't quote unquote get it. He just doesn't understand. You got to understand, Fantano is a 35-year-old man. He has been through a lot of decades of music and a lot of eras of hip hop. He has seen guys get introduced in the game like Future, Young Thug, where he hated them at first. But as the years go along, he would appreciate their work for more what it is. And what I've kind of noticed and studied from Fantano is he's not going to want to listen to a product, quote unquote product, of another artist. He would rather hear something innovative. That's why you see him give these high ratings to random artists such as Babytron or JPEG Mafia or 100 Gex even. I can tell he likes innovation. And sure, there's some Fantano reviews that I don't agree with myself, but what I can respect about him is that he always keeps it honest in his reviews and he's going to keep it well thought out. And as a music reviewer, you can't really show bias in the work that you do, or it's not going to come off as real. So yeah, when you hand him an album that's an hour and 30 minutes of an artist, which he considers to be a quote unquote copycat, yeah, he's not going to be really amused by it. Which brings me to the second point, longevity. These artists need to stop making these 20-song albums because it's not going to pan out good for them in the long run. Because not only is it not memorable, but there's rarely a case where the 20-song rollout even works for the artist. Sure, you have instances where it could work with like Whole Lotta Red or Autumn's last project, but overall, you're going to find more negatives than you do positives in that subject. I remember back maybe a year or two ago, the people over at Kids Takeover, they interviewed Ken Carson, I believe, right after his first project, Project X. And I remember Arshawn going that he appreciates how Project X was made because it was only 12, 13 songs. Fact check, it was actually 11 songs. But yeah, only 11 songs. And he said he appreciated that Ken, he concise his work down and made a good product. Now, Ken's response to this kind of worried me a little bit Because yes, he did agree with the interviewer, but he also would go on to say,
what I respect is that you don't make like a 20-song album, you know what I'm saying? You make it concise.
I feel like that's coming though. That's what I'm trying to make. Okay, well, that's what I'm striving to put out.
So yeah, when he said that, I was like, oh no, we are fucked. And yes, he would go on to make X, which would go on to be 20 songs. But yeah, my point is these 20 plus song albums need to stop, and they are what's causing a mixed reaction for the underground fans. And it leads to toxic hardcore fans getting mad that someone doesn't like a particular album, in which you can't trust underground fans anyway. They're all just a bunch of 15-year-olds that just hop from artist to artist. So their opinion really doesn't matter. I mean, just look at Summer's fan base and how they're doing right now. Summers got bullied into dropping a plug and be quote unquote grill hours after an album release. And listen, I don't make music, I'm not a rapper by any means, but I don't think that's a good thing that you would have to drop a song that fans are begging for after you just dropped a whole 20 song album. But yeah, these long albums, they need to stop. People need to start concising their music down. We need 15 songs, 16 songs. I preferably, to be honest, I want anything from 10 to 13 song albums back. That's what I need back, and I feel like that's where artists do their best work. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Do you agree with the points I'm making in this video? Let me know what you think. And it's your boy Go Mill. We out.